This is better to be the best piece of music I've ever written, I swear to God. This is a really good start. It is wacky. I don't think we need to talk about that. I think that's clearly a masterpiece.
Can we be assured that we won't be thrown out of the meeting like we were last time?
As long as we have reasonable behaviour from everyone, no one would be excluded from the meeting.
I was thrown out of the meeting. So was
Right.
Mrs. Weaver, please!
Please let the gentleman.
If you disrupt this meeting, I will have to remove you from it.
You can't! Mrs. Weaver, please! You can't!
You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority. No authority. No authority. You have no authority. No authority. No authority at all.
You just kicked him out. Don't.
This is a meeting called by two councillors.
Illegally. Read the standing orders. I take charge.
This is a meeting.
Read them and understand them. I take charge. Illegally. I take charge. I take...
Where's the chairman? Where's the chairman gone?
Councillor Burkle, we've been through this.
What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about.
You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority. No authority at all. No authority. You have no authority. No authority. No authority at all.
Can I propose John Smith, please?
I'll second it.
Thank you.
So when I was at music college, we had there was the performance section, the DJ section, and the live sound, like the technical section.
Right.
They work together wherever possible because DJs get free access to new music to remix. The technical people get to do lighting and sound for the performances. Worked really well. It's a great idea. So we're doing a fake gig. We did a lot of fake gigs. So we wandered over to the Waterfront in Norwich, amazing venue. I think it's still there. We plug in, we start playing, and I'm playing guitar. And Spanners, you might know that a guitar needs to be heard through an amplifier. A lot of the sound from a guitar, especially if you're playing like rock or blues or any kind of electric style, a lot of the sound comes from the amplifier. A lot of like the crunch, the gain, the distortion, as well as just making the loud enough to hear. So they're trying out something called a DI box, which is really great for keyboards and bass guitars.
Yeah, I know what that is. We've got them.
Of course you do. You plug your bass into the DI box, and then the DI box sends it to the mixing desk, and you can also plug out of the DI box into your amplifier, so you can play your bass or your keyboard and be heard. No one told the tech students that that doesn't work for an electric guitar. You've just got to mic up an electric guitar amp, otherwise it sounds like you're playing a really bad banjo. So for 20 minutes, unbeknownst to me, because I was behind the monitors, I was playing what sounded like a really bad banjo.
Oh,
and all the tech kids were like, this dude is awful. What is going on? And I'm back where I can actually hear my amplifier going, this is a really nice gig.
They are stunned into silence. That's what they're doing.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Good day. That was and it was only until like a week later when we watched back footage of the gig that I'm like,
oh no, it was like, it was that much later. See, this is where you need good monitoring, isn't it? Everybody should be monitored to the same thing, because it's live and you can't auto-tune things and you can't fix things in post-production like.
The Chord Monologue is a monophonic analog synthesizer. It's got a pretty reasonably sized memory and powerful sound sculpting tools. It's got a step sequencer and plenty of MIDI functionality, so as long as you're comfortable with the smaller key sizes, you're going to get a lot out of it. The potato is a vegetable. As far as synthesis goes, the potato offers 0 voices and has maybe got 2 or 3 sounds. There's a button on the back that launches a sample as well. You don't get to choose the sample, it's completely random, you just get whatever you're given.
Putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay!
That's unfortunate. But it is true analog, and it could be chips. Now, in terms of musical application, I think it's fair to say that the monologue might just have the edge, but you've got to consider price. The monologue retails for around £250, whilst the potato is less than £1. For me, the potato is the clear winner. Also, it has a soul.
Guess what? I'm poor.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Hey, the background. It hasn't loaded. That's just a wonderful start, isn't it? Good stuff. Everyone. Device missing. This one? Guys. Come on now. Oh, that's magnificent. Stalling for time. Good stuff. No, that is just straight up not there. Let me talk to you while I try and not visibly panic. Ha. Yes, this is going really well. Hello, the internet. My name is Liam, LTGuitarist for well, it's not shorter, but that's what they call me on the internet. Connect device to get started. I mean, I've got some news for you about that device. Today we're doing a live stream. We've got the live bit nailed down. The actual content of the live stream apparently might be slightly trickier. I have a very squeaky chair. You'll have to excuse the squeakiness of my chair. We are doing a little old live stream making reggae and dub music. We're going to make a piece of reggae. I feel like that should have worked just then. We're going to make a piece of reggae, and then we are going to transform that into a piece of dub. We're going to make two versions of the same piece of music. Dub being a subgenre of reggae, sort of. Hey! Oh, look at all of that. Marvellous. Okay, great. Guys, I'm sorry. I've been spending so much time trying to get this stupid stream to work. If you caught us last week, you would have seen that we had a few problems there. Let me just do a little audio check. Last week, you would have seen. Okay, wonderful. That's something I always forget to check. Last week we had a little bit of a problem. We had a special stream with my good friend Richard Jackson, and we went over the score to Type to Your Bleed, and we had a very janky start because for some reason I had to rebuild my entire OBS profile from the ground up, all of my scenes. from the ground up, so it was a little bit of a rough start there, but I feel like now that we have Cubase on the screen, I feel like nothing is going to go wrong. I am absolutely fine with the fact that I've definitely just jinxed it. Let me try this. That may or may not work. Oh yeah, maybe not. Wonderful. Good to know. Anyway, yes, it's still a janky stream. It's always going to be a janky stream just because of who I am. Today we are making a piece of reggae, and then we're going to make a piece of dub. Let me talk you through what that actually means. So I'm trying to basically pick genres that I'm not an expert in by any means, and making a piece of music within that genre. Hey, that eventually worked. Wow, there's a significant delay on that. Oh well. Thank you, Nightbot, for eventually kicking in. Yes, I'll address the thing quickly. I sort of don't care about Twitch anymore. So we are going out to YouTube and Kick currently. We are also going to go out to... we're also live on Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, hi, I don't care about this platform. We're basically going to go until I get a warning. Because that's their policy. So, playing by the rules. So if you do want to come and find me on YouTube or Kick, it is at LTGuitarist over there as well. I'd love to have you there. What was I saying? Yes, I'm basically picking genres of music that I'm not exactly an expert in and making music within those genres. Trying to find out, like, what if we had to make a really bare bones piece of music in whatever genre, like what are the key things we need in order to do that. So I've got like a little checklist for reggae, and then we're going to evolve that into a conversation about dub reggae. So let's do a little bit of talking. Reggae, the roots of reggae are in Jamaican culture. That's probably not new information to any of you. The roots of reggae are in Jamaican culture, and it emerged as a combination of ska, rocksteady, and mento. Mento is a traditional It's a traditional folk music of the Caribbean. I wasn't raised in that culture, so again, I am definitely not an expert in it. What I'm doing today is giving you a really broad overview of reggae so that you can write reggae-inspired music or use elements of reggae in whatever you happen to be making. There's loads of resources out there for learning reggae from people who were raised in that culture, which I absolutely suggest that you do. We had a request for info on dub. It's this request here. This came in. Oh, that is not a helpful way to read that. Can we read that? There we go. At Julian S. Or Julian S. on YouTube. I want you to know a bit about dub music, specifically dub reggae rather than dubstep, which of course is not a real genre. So that's the main reason that we're adding this stuff onto the reggae stream, because it's a subgenre. I mean, you can apply the techniques of dub to any genre. It makes the most sense to do it to reggae because, of course, that's where it came from. So in terms of how we start piecing together this piece of music, whatever it's going to be, some guy named Cy likes reggae. Hey, some guy named Cy, come join us on YouTube. It's more fun, I swear. I promise. Or Kick. That's where all the cool people are. And me. So we've got some standardized things that we can talk about. So, for example, it's almost always a 4/4 structure, which is good. Tempo is usually about 70 BPM. Okay, we'll knock that down to 71. Close enough. And structurally, we tend to have verse, chorus, verse, chorus. We rarely get bridges or anything like that. That's exactly why I'm asking you to come anywhere else. Twitch is a little bit poo. Thanks for joining us, though. Thanks for making the effort. And thanks for making the extra effort. I'll see if I can mod you wherever you join us. 70 BPM. Structurally, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Very rarely get bridges or anything. Reggae tends to rely on lyrics quite heavily, which is not something we're going to do today because I'm not a singer. I'm not a songist. I do write lyrics, but you don't want to hear them. The lineup is usually guitar, bass, drums, vocals. We're probably going to go 2 guitars. Sorry, I was doing that off screen. 2 guitars. This many guitars, because I'm a guitarist, so I can do like a nice lead and a nice rhythm. And I'm probably going to add organ as well. And because we're not doing vocals, we have like a little bit more space that we can play with. Sonic space. That is. Rightio. So other structural things. Offbeat chords is exactly what you think it is. Bass riffs. Yeah, so the bass tends to like lead the melody, I guess, in reggae. And there's a little trick that I have with drum fills, which is literally you do like a normal ass drum fill, but then you start with the crash, done, and then go into whatever the section is. And then so we'll make a piece of music, a really basic piece of reggae, and then we'll turn it into dub. So I'm going to load up some instruments inside of Contact. I wrote like a little... Oh, I so badly want to add Irish harp. Oh, we need some audio here, don't we? I so badly want to add Irish harp to this piece of reggae. Lovely. I mean, I might. Who knows? I am crazy. So let's load up what drums to use. I'm going to go with like a fairly modern sounding instruments. So we're going to have a garage kit from Studio Drummer inside of Contact. In terms of presets, it does not surprise me that there isn't a preset. So we'll just go for, I guess we'll go for funk. Yeah, that'll do. So we've got drums up here. Drums. We're going to have bass. Although I might play bass. Maybe we'll add a bass. We'll write the thing and then we'll maybe replace it. I don't know. Because I do play bass, but I'm not good at playing bass. We'll just have Scarby J bass for the moment. Organ. I'm not sure which organ. Because I was listening to, obviously in preparation for this, a bunch of, different kinds of reggae. And it did strike me that actually we get quite a lot of bass. Exactly, bass. It did strike me that you get quite a lot of clav in reggae, apparently. Funk and reggae is a preset here. Oh, okay, so the fact that funk and reggae are grouped together here makes me think that sonically the drum kit is probably going to be fine in a funk preset. I mean, Funky Kingston feels like that's almost too easy. So it's a bit fuzzy, isn't it? No Woman No Cry again feels easy. Yeah, that'll do. What are the presets within that? Yeah, that'll do. So that's preset 6. No Woman, No Cry. I'm not sure why I got an extra track. Doesn't matter. Let's just make this a little more colourful and a little more fun to look at. I might replace the bass with real bass. I don't know. We'll see. I don't care. Let's work it out. So, in terms of drum parts, I do have like a little sort of chord thing worked out. So I'm going to write some drums, record guitar over the top, and then work out from there. I tend to start with drums because that's then a nice... essentially it gives me a backing track to record on top of, rather than recording like guitar to a click track, which is just, I just don't... It's boring. I want to actually play on top of something. So we'll go 16th sharp. No, we'll go 8th triplets. Yeah, I think so. So normally when I write a drum part, it looks something like this, right? With hi-hats over here or something. Obviously that's quite a slow tempo, so I don't normally go that slow. Reggae doesn't really do that. You might have hi-hats on the offbeats, and you might have snares on the 2 and 4, but that you might not have many kicks at all. So let's see how this sounds. Okay, I don't like that triplet thing. Let's try this. Nah. Is the tempo right? I think we want to go a little faster than that. Let's go 82. Yeah. So I'm basically... Hey, thanks for the follow. I am Jet2105. How's it going? Hello, which is what you said. My little thing, excuse me, sorry, I'm being distracted. Some guy named Sai gave us a little follow over there on Kick. How are you liking Kick? Oh God, he's on Kick and YouTube. He's going mental. My technique for writing, especially when I'm, if I'm struggling to come up with something, is to basically have something in my head and then try to work out what that is. That's a very poorly described way of doing things. I basically there's a lot going on. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Yes, so I just think about like, what is the appropriate thing in this instrument to happen in this particular instance. So I'm trying to like basically come up with a little reggae line in my head. 2, 3. What's the tempo? Da, da, da. So I think we need a quicker subdivision. So if we go, I want a high open hi-hat. Swung, definitely needs to be swung. So let's do this. A little bit aggressive, isn't it? Perhaps something like this. Yeah. And then let's go. Let's just add some sticks in between. So wherever is good. Let's try that. Maybe a kick at the end, I don't know. Or kick there, perhaps. It's just trial and error. I dig that. I dig that very much. Let's do a 2-bar version. We're just going to alter... We'll put that stick there. And just alter some of the velocities. Let's try that. Yeah, I reckon that's a good 2-bar phrase. Yeah, I dig that. Nearly deleted everything there. So let's repeat that a bunch of times and maybe just play what I had over the top of it. You know, it would have been really, really smart if I were to have tuned my guitar or checked that the cable worked ahead of time. You know, any of those things. But, you know, here we are. I am Jet 2105. Just a heads up, I'm not really using Twitch anymore because Twitch did some really stupid stuff and it's not a very nice place to be anymore. So until they take that back, I'm actively encouraging people to go elsewhere. So I am currently this broadcast is going out to at LTGuitarist on YouTube and Kick. YouTube is the big place. YouTube is where I've built an audience of over 3,000 people with my many, many tutorials and my many stupid music videos. So if you do feel like engaging further with the kind of stuff I do, I'm going to be much more active on YouTube. Just a heads up. That is a broken cable. Or is it? It might be behaving for a moment. Let's see what happens with this particular cable. So what I was thinking was, let's add a little audio track. Mono 2. Nah, this cable's going in the bin. Ha! Oh, the things I could have prepared. Let me just get a cable. Oop. Down I go. Right. I also need to get a chair that isn't quite so squeaky. At some point. Right. So, in terms of chords, what I'm thinking is... oh, yeah. What I'm thinking is basically A minor. Then just down to G major. And then that's just D minor, E minor. And then for a chorus, we could go, or it's not necessarily verse chorus, it's just A, B, A, B. Another section that I quite like is, what are you, F major to E minor. Going up chromatically. Because I think I might hold chords, maybe get the lead guitar to hold chords, so it would just be like, we normally don't use complex chords in reggae, but I'm going to anyway. We're just going to maybe hold either on the organ or lead guitar F major 7, then E minor 7, and then at the end of that phrase, we're going to go E minor 7, E7. Because that kind of sets up. It's a little bit chromatic, but it sets up the A minor again. And I had a little melody in my head as well for guitar. That was it. When I can actually play it. So that's what I'm thinking. Really, really straightforward, and again, that's kind of like a staple of reggae composition. Very simple triads, not really going. My read on it is not going really any further than you actually need to, which is a stupid way of looking at it, but here we are. So I need to add guitar rig. I wonder if there's any presets for reggae. I say that with a hint of irony because I'm certain there will be. I'm also certain that Guitar Pro might take a while to load. Did I just do it? Please don't crash. Oh, it looks like it's going to crash. That's really helpful, Guitar Rig. Again, another thing I could have checked. Cool, yeah, that's really helpful, thank you. Let's see. Can I just close Guitar Rig? No, I've got to end the whole thing. Wonderful. Hey guys, I'm feeling really good about all of this. I could have prepared a bassist. Yeah, but no. I'm the bassist. I am prepared. On the list of things that are prepared, bass is not there. Let's go again. Add track. No, it didn't. It didn't crash. It's a Guitar rig thing. It is a known issue with Guitar Rig. Hey, maybe we just don't use native instruments. Let's give it one more opportunity to not be a pain in the ass, because the standalone Guitar Rig works just fine. Here it is, right? So then what's the deal with this one? Let's give it an opportunity, because it opens, but then it's just, I know that you guys can't see it right now, it's just a white screen, just a white window. Unhelpful. So what we might do, what the dodgy workaround we might do is, we'll open Cubase. Is that going to work? I'm wondering if I can just open Guitar Rig 6. It's a pain I can't have Guitar Rig 7 because it worked. Now it's gone forever. Yeah, I've still got it installed, but it doesn't appear as a yeah, there's a 7. They brought out a whole load of new stuff. I have Guitar Rig 5 and 6 installed, but for some reason it doesn't want to do. So I wonder if I can open Guitar Rig 6. Sorry, we'll get to the music in a second. I wonder if I can just have this Guitar Rig open, right? Oh, I don't know what I did that. There we go. Audio. There you go. Yep. So then if we go input number 2. Also input number 2. So then, okay, that's a good sign. So I don't want a side chain. I do want to know what that's outputting to, you know. Let's go genres. Alternative, ambient blues, funk and soul. I suppose we have to use funk and soul, don't we? Because there isn't like a basic. I mean, that might do it. Yeah, that's all right, I suppose. Yeah, it's a bit going on there, isn't there? It's annoying there isn't just a preset. Super funk, single note funk, rotating, phased. Okay, well I suppose the thing to work out is, can I then route that into Cubase in some way? Again, could have worked this out earlier. Because then if I just record. That's just going to record input 2, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, thing is, right? Let's just get rid of that. Thing is, we do have like, for example, we go on amp simulator inside of here. So let's maybe build something here. What do I have in terms of options? I suppose I can't just type in reggae. No, why would it be that easy? Jazz tone. You know what? That'll do. So I'm going to turn that off for a second. I do need to tune just to be safe. And then I swear to God, we'll get to the music like real soon. Ever so slightly flat, that's fine. So in terms of tone, I'm just going to record with whatever that amp setting is for the moment. I do have on my guitar here a coil tap. That's the wrong one. I do have a coil tap which can make it sound a little bit more like a Strat, like a single coil, which might be appropriate for the rhythm guitar. Yeah, we're a bit flat, aren't we? So I think I'll do that for the rhythm guitar. The lead part I'm probably just going to leave as is. Come on, buddy. Nearly there. This is a pain in the ass, this bridge. The bridge on this guitar, because it's got springs in the back, it means that if you put one string out of tune, you've put all of your strings out of tune. That'll do. So we'll do coil tap. So I can turn that tuner off. I can also turn the monitor off, and then we can actually get to some music. Right, let's just play along with this for a minute. And then we can start recording some music. I'll maybe do that less often. Let's just go duplicate forever. We'll turn that loop off. We're just going to record 2, 3, 4. I forgot the next bit. That's fine. What was it? 2, 3. Cool. So that's all I really need to do. I'm not proud. I'll just, copy and paste. Copy and paste. So let's cut this up a little bit. There was a tiny goof, which I'm less proud of. Get rid of some of these. It was about... Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. Duplicate this bit, and then we're just gonna, because the cool thing about being such a such an occasional clean sound is that actually you have quite a lot of space between your various hits. So we can do this in such a way that no one will notice. Wunderbar. So now we can bring that over. Fade that out. So then we have this other section here. Magnificent. We'll get rid of that. So I'm going to colour this bit. I'm going to colour that green. I'm going to colour this. We'll call that bit intro. I'm going to colour this bit a different colour, orange. And then we're just going to do that twice. And then we'll do, I guess, a version of this that maybe has a fade out. Yeah, like that. And that's our piece. We're only going to make a... Oh, it's nearly 3 minutes long. Okay, let's not... We don't need to write a piece of music that's long for this live stream. We don't need to write a piece of music that long for this live stream. I don't know why that was difficult to say. So we're just going to grab this bit. I'm going to put that here. And we're going to duplicate this. How long is that? 2 minutes. I mean, we don't need this to be that long either, really. We do need that bit at the end. So I'm going to copy that last bar. There we go. Because I'm eager to make sure we actually get to the dub bit. So I'm making everything kind of half as long as I actually feel like it should be. Just in order to do that. So let's have a little play with the amp settings here. That's a bit better. I don't know as I feel like doing anything else to it. Maybe just do I want reverb? Nah. I think it might be alright. So let's while we're here, turn that into something that the organ can do. So organs tend to have like less of a kind of rhythm. They're more like, I guess, something like that. So we'll just come and punch those in. So what is that? G. Wait, are we swung? Did we actually do the swing? We did do the swing. For some reason I lost it. 74, close enough. So we'll go something like ooh da. Yeah, I don't know. So it's A. That's a bit low. So we want an octave higher. A minor. Oh, da, da, da. Yeah, I reckon. I'm just going to mess these up a little bit. We're just going to vary the length and the starting position of these, and also the velocity, just so it's a bit more human. Yeah, there's other ways you can do this. This is the way that I'm doing this. How often does it change? Immediately. Okay, fine. So we're just putting that same MIDI just down a tone, and then making sure to raise the 3, so we're making sure it's major. Of course. So then we go, perhaps, what was it? C. We'll go down. C, D. No. D. D, E. So we'll go, just copy these up an octave. So we'll grab these and then make sure they're minor as well. Oops, come back. I'm going to do inversions here. Yeah, I think that'll fit. So then here, I think we have an opportunity to do some like nice held organ sounds. So we'll do, I've already forgotten what it is. It's F major 7, I think. So we'll go F. There we go. Needs to be up. How often does it change again? To E minor. Ooh. No, E minor, yeah. And it's up to major. Nice. Change that to green. Duplicate. It's a good start. Alrighty. So bass is the big thing, and some kind of lead guitar as well. Let me just get some of this. Oh, and of course, we want the drums to change ideally, and to have some kind of fills as well. So maybe we'll do that first. Maybe we'll do... They do ride cymbals? I don't know. So we'll start off by just emphasizing 2 and 4. What if we just did this to begin with? Quite like that. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Oh, and then at the end it needs to just sort of then we'll do our big fill. So that's one of my things about reggae, a way to, other than the reggae beats, not having anything on the 1 and emphasizing the 2 and 4. Drum fills, you start with a crash and then you do something. So we'll go da-da-dum-dum-dum or something. I think we need to do triplets, don't we? Maybe 32s? I don't know. Dum-dum-dum-dum. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe it's earlier. So then we had 16ths with like a 74% swing, didn't we? There's a lot of swing. Don't really fit. What about that? No, I think maybe coming out of the swung just for like a little fill there is kind of fun. So we'll stick with that for the moment. Maybe we need more of a fill here as well. I like it. So we'll take that, we'll drop it here as well, and then that's pretty much that we'll do. Let's do an alternate version of the fill here. Something like this perhaps. Yeah, again, fine, absolutely fine. I think this wants to end a little early, so we'll do this. Maybe we'll do like a... Let's record that in. I suppose that needs to be the octave lower, doesn't it? Let's do it a tiny bit earlier there. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Why did that happen? Don't know why we have the rotator on now, but I like it. Yeah, let's make sure that stays up. Speed. Rotator speed. Oh, it must have been something on the keyboard that set that up. That's fine. Cool. So there's loads of room for like little like organ ad-libs and stuff. Let's get that bass in there. I sort of had a bass thing written. Or do I do guitar first? No, structurally we need bass. I'm trying to do that lead guitar line before I forget it. Again, should have tuned. I'm just gonna. Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted. C for center. There we go. Bass. Oh, the things I could have prepared. Let's get rid of this bass plugin. So I don't really need amp. I'm just going to go straight in, but I do need tuner just to be sure. Ooh, distorted. Let's reduce that. Whoa. Punching my keyboard across the room. Come back. There we go. This is the bit where I don't know how to play bass. At least with this bridge, once you put a note in tune, it sort of stays there. And I'm aware that like actually you can't really hear on the old live stream bass is quite hard to hear. Not a lot I can do about that. I would suggest listening to these with headphones, to be honest, because otherwise you're just going to be annoying whoever else is in the room. Because mine is not a fun voice to listen to. I appreciate that. So I would recommend headphones anyway. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Lovely. Let's turn that off. So, how is bass going to work? What's it going to do? Sounds all right. I think like having that one beat bass is really helpful. I think listen to kind of a reggae backing track without anything else going on. It just feels empty and naked in that one, doesn't it? On that one beat. So. Yeah, what I'm thinking is essentially this pattern. Which is nice and straightforward. I can show you what I'm doing. If I go... This is complicated. Let's just move this. There we go. it's just the 5th fret, which I'm holding down with my pinky, which isn't great. If you can do this with the open A, then go nuts. So all on the E string. I'm just going 5th fret with my pinky, open string, 3rd fret with my first finger, and then that's just the 3rd and 5th fret on the A string. Then down to the G, it's just 3rd fret, open, then 2nd fret. And the rest is just kind of vamping. The high... I should go down to the low. Yeah, I should do the low E string. Because that should be E. Yeah. Right. I think I know what I'm doing. How much of that made sense? I don't know. So I don't know where to put this. That'll do it. Let's try this out. How loud am I? That's fine. Let's get the click track on. Distorted. Let's try that again without the distortion. 2, 3. Yeah, it's still a little peaky in places. Let me bring the volume down on the bass itself a tiny bit. Let's try that instead. I also forgot to go down for the F and E bit. The F and E. Cool. There was some good there was some bad there. Ooh, that hurts the fingies. Let's have a listen. So we're going to do a little bit of processing there. We're going to do frequency, EQ, and compression. So inside of frequency EQ, we're going to go bass, and we're going to go DI supplement. So yeah, we're not really hearing it, so I might try and put it through distortion amp simulator. Let's see if there's any settings for bass. That's the wrong chord. Okay. I'm just going to re-record it one last time. If it's not perfect, then I'll just die in a fire. I don't know. Let me, in fact, actually just put that over here so we still have that take. Should we need it? Right. We need the click. I've forgotten it. Re-record that bit because that was pretty bad. I need a good version for the previous section as well because I kind of messed that one up. Da, da, da. That's what I want. Let's try that again. That was better. That's definitely better. Stay. Squeaky chair. Squeaky, squeaky chair. Let's cut that from here. I'm also going to take that. This previous section, I wasn't thrilled with that section at all. So we'll shove that here. No, that's too long. Too long. thrilled with any of those bass sounds, to be honest. I like the bass that I played, except for that very first bit. So, yeah, in terms of... part of me wants to try and see what that sounds like if we just did it with Scarby, because I'm just not really a bass player, you know. So like this might hurt my ego slightly. Let's just try it. I mean, that's all the pattern is, really, isn't it? How does that sound? Oops. It's not that different. Now let's get rid of that. Okay, so lead guitar. And then we'll do a little bit more processing on all of this stuff. Cool. So I'm plugged in. Oh no. Successfully unplugged a lead. So for this guitar part, I'm going to be not coil tapped. I'm going to try very hard. I think that was the thing, wasn't it? I need more. Let's try that. So I think that was going to be... I don't know how often. Let's find out. It's quite fast. Okay, not too bad. It's that, yeah, that pattern is faster than I thought it would be. I think I'm into it now. Let's try it again. Try it again without the peaking. Oh man, that speed is ridiculous. Let's try that with a metronome. Huh. Okay, we'll try that. Stupid. That's why we should have gone slower. Why did I go faster, you know? Who was that for? Yeah, it's in there. It's definitely in there. How does it sound with the amps and such? That's nice. Because I know that should be here as well. So we can get rid of that little line. I'll maybe cut that from here in case we want to put it somewhere else. Yeah. Cool. So I feel like maybe there should be another instrument playing that line. You like this reggae? I like this reggae. So let's also, while we're here, We'll stick some EQ and some compression on that lead guitar part. We'll go. There's a nice. Oh, if I could spell guitar, that'd be wonderful. We're at 7:20. Okay, we've got plenty time. And we'll go dynamics, tube compressor. So yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff we can do within this. I'm going to do like sort of minimal tweaking at this point. We'll do again a clean EQ on the guitar. That's quite nice. We're going to go dynamics, tube compressor again. So we can put some effects on that. I'm worried about using too many effects. I think we can get away with reverb and stuff, right? I think so. So for this guitar part, for example, I might just put like sorry, I know my face is in the way. Just like a mono delay. But like out of sync. Line here that we can perhaps use as well. Let's put that there. So I think really the last thing we ought to be doing is screwing around. Sorry, when I say that, I mean the thing to do next, not we absolutely should avoid at all costs doing this thing. I think we should add some like organ ad-libs and such. I think I kind of want to put like a little bit of reverb on the guitar here as well. I've also realized I want that mono delay before the fader, which is this green line, for reasons that may or may not come up later. Guitar, we are going to go reverb, Roomworks, I don't really know what I want. Drums. Let's do just a tiny bit of... I don't think it needs compression necessarily. Maybe. Into compressor. Because I suppose we can put the mix down quite low. I do want to go into the instrument and add. Quite a lot of room sound. There's like a little unfortunate sound I'm hearing. I might be imagining it, so you know what, never mind. What drum presets have we got? Oh no, we've lost everything. Let's go perhaps Rooms Cleaner, I don't know. There is that Monster Drums preset. I think it might be a bit overpowered. So in this one, let's do a little more rhythm. Quite like that pattern. We're just going to lift it and do the same thing again in the new key? No, chord. I'm going to take these notes and do an inversion, just so the keyboard player doesn't die of boredom. I quite like that. And then we'll do that same thing for this first one. And actually, no, I think that's fine. I like that a lot. Does it need that in the first version? The first... Probably. Let's have the organ copy that phrase. So we'll go so what is it? Sixth. Take it easy, some guy. Some guy. No, I'm sorry. See you later, buddy. Over G, won't it? No. What is that? What am I doing? F. No. Yeah, F. I thought I was in E. Why did I think I was in E? I like that. So we're going to take that and add it, I don't know, some other places. I'll put it there as well. Nice. I think we'll have that gradually introduced on the organ. Cool. We have pretty much a complete piece of reggae. We obviously don't have vocals on it. That's fine. That's just not my vibe on this particular piece of song, or indeed ever, because I don't sing. Not in any pleasant way, anyway. Why am I justifying this? So we're going to start looking at the dub portion of this. So dub is a subgenre of reggae, and this was specifically requested that I did something along these lines. So I suppose in modern terms we'd think of it as kind of remixing, I guess. Remixing reggae tracks so they became mostly instrumental. You pull instruments in and out, you cut, you rearrange, you add effects, and you emphasize the bass and drums throughout, and you pretty much tend to get rid of vocals or use them very sparsely, more as like effects. Same way you might use vocals in dance music. They're not really the center of attention, they're just there to add some humanity. So the dub as a subgenre emerged because dudes started messing around with analog mixing desks, trying to see what they could do with the hardware to create new versions of previously recorded music. We're in a digital environment here in Cubase, obviously, so we're not gonna be doing true dub. We're not gonna be using analog mixing desks. Of course we're not. Incidentally, if anyone tells you that you're not doing real dub unless you're using a hardware mixing desk, that person is a gatekeeper. We don't listen to gatekeepers. You can just straight up ignore them forever. It's fine. So we're because we have this software Cubase at our disposal, we can do pretty much everything you can do with analog hardware. Analog hardware is a lot of fun to mess around with, but not everyone has access to a desk, right? So just don't worry about it if it's not something you can play around with hardware. So, like I said with reggae, I'm not an expert. I'm just not. If you want to learn from people who are experts, Prince Fatty TV on YouTube and Jim the Boss Dubs. That's all one word. Jim the Boss Dubs. Here's a thing called Dub Blueprints. Do I call it a show? Yeah, sure. Screw it. A show. Dub Blueprints by Jim the Boss Dubs. And obviously, like, listen to original reggae and original dub music. King Tubby, for example. So now that we have this piece of reggae, we can turn it into dub. So one of the things we quite often do is have a effects send or an auxiliary send if you're using a desk with the drum kit, so that the snare drum goes to like this kind of spring reverb effect. So we'll maybe see if we can do that. Analog delay, dub siren. So I did think about dub siren. I don't have one. They're quite a common thing. What I have is this little synthesizer that I built myself recently. It's a single oscillator square wave, I think. And it's just an on-off button, on-off switch, and then a pot to change the resistance, which gives you a different pitch. That maybe is something we can incorporate if we feel it's appropriate. So because I've not got any... Oh, there I am. Because I've not got any automation going on, I can just duplicate this to create the dub version. So what we're going to be doing mostly is automating volume in and out of these different instruments. So let's... I guess we start with... Oh yeah, that's just set to rotator. That's fine. I can just pull the volume down here. So let's have all of these quite low. Or, you know, off, I suppose. I think also these... that they tend to emphasize bass and drums, so I think that means that like you have them louder, bassy or whatever. So maybe we turn the bass up on this amplifier. Or do we do it all with the strip? Let's try and do it all with the channel strip. I can't remove that, that's fine. So let's open up the channel strip. Here it is. So we have EQ here, so I could just make a low end EQ. If I keep one where it is. Set to 0, so that's not doing anything. We're going to activate number 2, and number 2, this second point, is just going to be on this like extreme kind of low end. Go away 3. We're going to cut out some of the high end as well. So these two automation, these two things I'm going to automate so that basically we keep this first piece of music intact, essentially. So we are going to... I've lost my window. We're going to use gain, automate. So that automation is going to happen here and here. So we want that to be, we can go -1 decibel, that's fine, that doesn't matter. And then here we're going to have that down there. Cool. So we'll lock those off. So that's different to this, which is less pronounced low end, less fizzy high. Cool. And then the drums. So we're gonna do a few things here. Let's start off by doing the kind of tubby snare. So I'm gonna set up a effects send, which you would perhaps ordinarily on a hardware mixing desk call an aux send. This send we are going to control. Show level here. It's going to be down low almost all the time, and we're basically going to replicate someone turning buttons by themselves. So we've got this lone snare. That would be really easy to just like raise up and then like remove it. I don't want it to be. Yeah, there we go. So we're basically just turning the button to bring that sound in. Maybe we'll do this. And you can see this. Oh, you can't see because it's under my head. So this effect send is basically going to be full of like that kind of spring reverb kind of sound. So we're going to replicate that by going delay, mod machine, and having a really, really fast delay. Maybe there's a preset for like spring. No. That's kind of it. Let's try maybe there's a mono one. Maybe multi-tap, I don't know. Let's see if we can. Now let's go back to mono delay. Better. Cool. Gonna stick some reverb on that as well. Might even be a preset for spring in here. John spread. Let's try brass plate. Yeah, so that's kind of an approximation of spring. It's not perfect, but it's fine. We'll maybe put a bit of a maximizer on that just so you really hear the effect. So we'll call that springy. Again, you can't see that's under my head. That's called springy. So we can send any of these effects to that if we want to. So let's bring some of these instruments in and out a little bit. So maybe we do organ first. Just bring it in for this bit, and again we're just going to do this. Oh, that's quite high. We're going to go down to, yeah, that. So maybe then guitar for this beat here. Just again, see what happens. I think that needs to come in more because it's got a bit of reverb on it. We'll do that a little longer. Or maybe we'll do. So let's get rid of the bass for this section. Bring it back in for the chord change. Actually, let's get rid of bass and drums. Just for fun. Just to see what happens. So then guitar will come in here, I guess. And then maybe we'll have everything in for the green section, you know. So we'll have this here. That'd be a bit finicky to do in person, but I reckon this computer will cope. We'll have that up here at minus, crap, what was it, minus 5. We'll bring this down to -5. So I suppose like what we're learning here is this is a bit of a pain in the ass to do this way. What you would normally be doing is just doing it on the fly. The track, you'd have the different instruments coming into your different faders, and you'd just be doing it on the fly, more kind of improvisational than what we have going on here. But you know, this is what we're doing now. We're trying to replicate that, aren't we? Let's get rid of the drums here for fun again. Maybe guitar here. Oh, what was it supposed to be? -2. I am -2. -3, that'll do. We definitely need that lick back here, don't we? So we're going what was that? -8. We'll go -7, I guess. We'll kind of fade that out. That's going to go to like another sort of effect send, which is going to be more like delay. And we're going to more sends delay level. So we're going to start off with nothing, and we're going to set that to go all the way. I think we want everything else to be out at that point as well. So we'll get rid of bass. Yeah, we'll bring that back in here. Bosh and bosh. Likewise with the drums. We'll go volume as well. That should, I guess, be longer. So then this delay is going to be moddy. Let's go for like a funky with it. I don't know. Way more. Maybe. I think we want more, don't we? Delay. We'll just go mono again. Yes, so maybe we want some of these lead lines in as well. So maybe that organ can come in here instead. Some of that there as well. I need the volume up for that bit, my bad. So I think we need to drop drums in and out a little bit more and then try to add more of this kind of tubby-esque snare. So let's snap the grid on. That's every 2 bars. Okay, let's just duplicate. And then copy that and paste it here. I probably want to get that snare here. After that again. Cool. Maybe drop drums here and bring them back just for that one tubby snare. Makes me think of tubby custard. It's probably very offensive. That'll do. I think it needs to be more choppy, you know? Probably want to do something here, I guess. Maybe we send the bass to that delay as well. We could go... Oh yeah, we just need to go sends, delay, level track. Do it again here, same thing. There's other stuff we can do as well. We can screw around with EQ. So let's put like a low cut here for the guitar for no reason. So then let's just change the frequency of that with automation. So maybe we just have like a filter on the guitar up to here. I think actually guitar coming in here is better. Maybe organ. Oh, of course, because the organ actually plays that part, doesn't it? That's weird. Oh, because of the lead guitar. Let's get rid of that for this bit. Oh yeah, because the volume's down, fine. Cool. So I mean that's the idea with dub, and like there is a certain satisfaction to doing it with hardware. I'm not going to lie about that. It is fun, but we don't always have access to it. So sometimes it's fun to play around with the same ideas with software, and of course we have for example Mix Console here. So if we wanted to, that is the wrong button. If we wanted to, we could see these buttons sort of moving around. Which is quite cool, because that's what you'd be doing with a desk, you know. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I've picked a few genres seemingly at random to kind of play with for the next few weeks. I just didn't feel like having the little synthesizer was actually appropriate at any point in that. So yeah, I don't think we missed it. Yeah, so I've got a few other genres I'm going to look at. Vaporwave, which we've touched on before. Grunge, which we definitely haven't touched on before. Chap hop, which we haven't touched on before. Are just some of the things I'm looking at. So if you have specific genres that you'd really like to know more about from someone who is definitely not an expert but will definitely give it a good go, please don't be shy. Please drop me a message wherever you is. So to recap, yeah, you can make dub without an analog mixing desk. Anyone that tells you otherwise is a gatekeeper. You can ignore them. Twitch is kind of garbage. Hello, Kick. Wonderful to be here, Kick. And YouTube, as always, where most of my people are. Hello. Yeah, I feel like that's everything. What's next week? Next week is how to visualize music. Oh boy, I need to plan that one. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a bit of a deviation from composition, but I think that'll be a really interesting stream. I mean, I hope so anyway. Otherwise, it's going to happen anyway. Yes, no, I'm rambling, so I'm going to leave now. Bye. I need to press the button. Bye.